Have you ever considered how the vast and ancient history of Middle-earth is organized, with grand eras marking distinct periods of struggle and peace? What singular event could be so monumental that it ushers in an entirely new age, setting the stage for future heroes and epic battles? The Third Age of Middle-earth officially began right after the momentous War of the Last Alliance, specifically in the year 30 for 41 of the Second Age, immediately following the first definitive defeat of the Dark Lord Sauron. This pivotal moment marked a new chapter for the free peoples of Middle-earth after a long struggle. This particular moment is so significant because it directly follows the crushing defeat of Sauron and the dissolution of his dominion over Middle-earth. The last alliance of elves and men, led by High King Gil-galad and Elendil, confronted Sauron's forces in a desperate struggle. Their victory, though costly, temporarily shattered Sauron's power and removed his physical form, which had been a constant threat throughout the late Second Age. It was a time of immense change, ushering in a long period of relative peace and prosperity before the shadow returned. Understanding this starting point helps to frame many of the key stories we know and love. When you encounter narratives set in the Third Age, such as The Hobbit or The Lord of the Rings, remember that they are playing out in a world recovering from a massive war against a great evil. This historical context informs the lingering fears of the free peoples, their vigilance against encroaching darkness, and the eventual reemergence of Sauron as a malevolent force. It sets the stage for the subtle shifts in power and the dwindling of the elves, making their departures even more poignant. An interesting detail here is that Isildur, son of Elendil, famously cut the One Ring from Sauron's hand during this final battle, but ultimately succumbed to its corrupting influence, choosing not to destroy it. This act of mercy or weakness, depending on your perspective, ensured that the threat of Sauron would eventually resurface. The Third Age then becomes the long interval during which the ring remained lost, yet potent, waiting for its master to regain strength. This period is also often referred to by scholars of Middle-earth as the Age of the Kings, particularly for men, as their kingdoms like Gondor and Arnor rose to prominence. So, the beginning of the Third Age isn't just a date. It's a profound transition point, highlighting a critical victory that established an era of relative freedom, yet subtly foreshadowed the return of an old, familiar peril. This long age was ultimately defined by the consequences of that initial victory and the enduring challenge of the One Ring, leading to the ultimate confrontation we all know.